Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Mulder, and today I'd like to talk about furniture. And here's the reason why. I've had people who've come to me and said, they're making suggestions of, hey, you ought to put this in a in a nicer cabinet, with the wood and have the orgone stick plates and all this other stuff. And yes, I could do all that. I could build outsource a nice cabinet and have a nice piece of furniture and put all these put all the circuitry inside of this. But you know what? At the end of the day, you know who pays for that cabinet? You do. All I'm doing here is providing an actual working machine, okay, that is just as powerful as my competition. It's just as good as anybody else is out there. And I know they're probably, if they were to hear this show, they'd be, gritting their teeth and thinking, "Oh man, uh, I wish this guy would shut up." Well, I'm stating the truth. What I do, it works just as well as theirs does, as the competition does. Now, here's the thing. Yes, I can build a really nice cabinet, but as I said before, I'm going to say it one more time just for emphasis. I'm going to have to charge you for it. My mission statement when I first started this with Joshua P. Warren is that we wanted to provide an affordable device that the general public could easily purchase, and that was the mission statement. And an affordable device that works that the public could easily afford and pay for. And so that's that was the premise behind all this. I mean, to this day, we had the most basic model that I sell with Josh. I think it's on wishingmachineproject.com. Costs $200. Yeah, it's no frills. It doesn't have any electronics. It's just basically your basic radionics device. Again, is it the best I sell? No, it's not, but it will get you in the ball game. And so that's and what you're getting is, you're getting something that doesn't really, it doesn't take as long to manufacture as the more expensive items that I sell. For example, the Apex machine, that is from the basic wishing machine to the Apex machine. That is generations ahead in technology. And is it the same wooden box that I have for the basic machine? Yes, it is. But what I do is I want to make it look nice for the, a little nicer and make things, the components stand out better. And that's the reason why I will, finish them. I personally do this, by the way. I will stain them and I will finish them with a very good finish that will not, interact negatively with the function of the machine. And so these are the things I do, and it looks nicer. It's and it looks more expensive than my basic machine. But again, at the end of the day, they both do. They're functioning radionics devices, and yes, I use these boxes. They're um, uh, cigar boxes I get from a crafts uh, storage or crafts outlet. And the reason why I use them is because they're perfect for what I have to, for what I do. I mean, it's one size fits all. For a lot of my, I can do the same thing for one of my most basic machines. I can use that box, or I can use that very same box for one of my most sophisticated and most complicated and powerful machines. And that's the reason why I stay with that. And because I'm able to use that one type of box, and I can get it at a reasonable price. Matter of fact, it's gone up 100% in the last 3 years. By the way, that particular box, it's the price is double, and I'm getting it at a wholesale. But just another story, just kind of let you know what I try to do here to help prevent price increases. But we kind of, yes, everything's it's all relative. Yeah, I don't, I understand like the competition. They have uh, these, it's a nice cabinet, and they'll have the dials in front of it, all look great. And here's the thing here, they're using a lot of these people will use military grade potentiometers in their machines. And the reason why they do this, and it's a little side note, but again, additional information as to why things cause difference. Um, they use military grade potentiometers. They use high quality, and I mean, yes, just fantastic quality components when they build their machines. But and the reason why they do this is because the first machine they build has to be as good as the 100th machine they build or the 1,000th machine they build. They have to be identical technically, through specifications and tolerances. They have to be as close as possible to each other in order to do what? To use the rate book, which is a series of numbers for certain applications. And I mean, it goes from anything from potato blight all the way to trying to summon up a UFO. I've seen some of these rate books, and I mean it's vast. And so uh, and and that's the reason why they have these rate books. I, on the other hand, I do not use rate books. I don't really find them that useful because the way I look at reality is constantly changing, and because it's constantly changing, the rates are going to constantly change. There's going to be variables in that rate. I don't care what anybody says, it's just the way it is. Because if everything was static, and say for example, a strain of potato blight did not evolve into a pesticide resistant or a herbicidal type you know blight. I mean, or poisoning. If it doesn't evolve, yeah, that rate will be the same. But if it evolves into something different, if this DNA changes, then the entire rate is going to change. And again, yeah, call me ignorant, but that's the way I see it. And so what I do is I tune everything, accordingly. And because of, per case basis at a particular time. And so there's no need for rates. And plus my machines, because a lot of the components are different, they're organic, and they really there's a they have different tolerances, different variables in the construction of the parts that go into these machines. And so there's nothing that's standard internally about them, quote unquote. They're all different. They all have their own little personalities, to put it in different words. All right, anyway, that's the kind of enough of my rant here. But I keep getting these things, about oh yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that. Yeah, I could do. Trust me, I could do a lot of this stuff. But the problem is, you're going to have to pay for it. So how do I do this where it works efficiently and give you a working device? Okay, and so you know again, that's just the fact of life. They all a majority of these products out there, these manufacturers, a majority of them are very reputable, and they're very good at what they do, and they've been at it for years. And I do in no way do I poo-poo their work. I mean, they brought a lot of great things to the table, and like I said, they're in a different league than I am. Again, their stuff is thousands of dollars, where my stuff is, usually a few $100s. And so you're getting, yeah, you're not getting that piece of furniture that you put in the corner, but you are getting a working device. So that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. I got to go take care of some stuff here. I got to ship out some wonderful uh, machines to all the good little girls and boys. So, with that note, uh, talk to you later. Bye.